Hey everyone! BTS just made a decision that's shaking the music industry. Here's what happened. BTS has announced that it will not submit for the 2027 Grammy Awards, choosing not to nominate its latest album, Arirang, or any of its tracks. The decision comes months after the Recording Academy announced a new category dedicated to Asian pop music. While the group did not go into deep detail, leader RM clarified that music should be evaluated based on its artistic value, not the language in which it is sung or the region the artist comes from, while expressing his deep gratitude to ARMY. Last June, the Recording Academy introduced the new category encompassing K-pop, J-pop, and C-pop works, with the requirement that a submission must clearly feature an Asian language to be eligible. The Academy described the move as recognition of the massive global growth of Asian pop music. Although many welcomed the new category, it also sparked criticism within the K-pop community. Some observers argue that creating a separate category could diminish Asian artists' chances of competing for the major general field awards, such as Album of the Year or Song of the Year, the honors that receive the most media attention during the ceremony. Analysts note that the new rules could particularly impact BTS, as most tracks on the Aryan album are written in English, whereas the regulations state that fully English works do not meet the requirements for the Asian pop category. Meanwhile, the Korean version of the track, Normal, comes close to meeting the criteria, but it did not achieve the same level of reach in the US as the lead single Swim, despite both the album and single topping the Billboard charts upon release. For its part, HYBE confirmed that this decision applies solely to BTS and not to all artists under the label, explaining that any other artist wishing to submit will proceed with the application process as usual. Observers believe BTS's stance could reopen the debate over how Asian artists are categorized in American Music Awards, especially since other honors, such as the Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, and MTV Video Music Awards, have previously faced similar criticism after introducing K-pop-specific categories. The 69th annual Grammy Awards ceremony is scheduled to take place next February 7th, with submissions open until August 28. However, BTS will not be among the contenders this year. As a personal opinion, I believe BTS made the right decision. If the Grammys are a global award, why are Asian artists required to compete in a separate category instead of competing against everyone? To me, this doesn't feel like an honor. It feels like marginalization. When an artist has proven they can compete with the biggest global names, why should they be confined to a category tied to their origin or language? What reinforces my conviction is the timing of this new category's creation. It coincides with BTS's group comeback with their album Arirang, an album that achieved massive numbers, topped charts, and received widespread critical acclaim. Naturally, this timing raises questions for many. And I'm not the only one who sees it this way. Since the Asian pop category was announced, thousands of tweets rejecting the idea have circulated. A vast number of ARMYs stood alongside BTS, maintaining that music should be judged by a single standard, not separated by language or region.